Yay, a new day. Hey. Okay, today the demonstration is about ironing a shirt. I'm going to move slowly so that you're able to understand and follow the procedure. I'm going to show you the most easiest of all and what I find very effective when I'm working with. So my iron box is on and we are going to start. So you start by ironing the collar from one end towards the middle so that you don't have the creases that create themselves at the back of the collar. And you start from the back, from this side coming to the outer. So there we go, towards the middle. Yeah, come now the upper side of the collar. Here we go. Then the next part is the yoke, starting from the inside. Why? Because we do both inside and outside because the material is usually double. And here we go. Anytime you're ironing, ensure that the article is flat on the surface. Yeah, I feel my iron box is getting stuck. So what do? I cool it down by passing over from another corner with a bit of water to cool it down. Yeah, but otherwise it is perfectly okay. Yeah, now we are ready to go. It is a steam iron. Yeah, we are ready to go. So whenever you're ironing, you have to be very, very attentive to what you're doing and to feel the article in case if it gets stuck or the iron is hotter than the article. Mine is a cotton article, but I'm ironing at between article and wool. Why? Because sometimes the article can be cotton, can be polycotton. And if you put it at cotton, it's likely to burn. So it's good to be aware of those small details, adjusting the iron box before. Yeah, and now I'm ironing the outer part of the yoke. Yeah, remember what we said, that the yoke normally have double material. The yoke is here at the back of the shoulder. Yeah, this part of the article. Then we go to the sleeves. Yeah, ironing men's shirt is the easiest job one can have. Why? Because they don't have the so-called madoido, the so-called many decorations like the women blouses. The shirts tend to be just straight. Yeah, and here we go. We just iron it, and then you don't iron like this. You iron going towards the article on either sides, and that ensures that you also do not spoil the way the material is made. You preserve also the material from getting spoiled and light. Okay, here we go. Your other hand is supposed to be adjusting the folded corners in order to be able to iron all the parts evenly. Alright, the other sleeve, iron it. This one has an inner strap for the button, but it's alright. Still the same, applies the same procedure, just to ensure that the strap is straight on the article and towards the top in order to make your fold even and neat. But if you feel uncomfortable, you can just iron the top, then later on towards the end of the ironing of the sleeve, you can adjust it to the sleeve. So here we go. You can see how I am trying to take care of the most complicated corners in order to ensure my article has no creases towards the end, unnecessary creases. Okay, now we go to the first half of the back. We iron the first half of the back and the front. So we start with the back, then we do the front. But I forgot to tell you that we also try and iron the double parts. The double parts just pass the iron box from the inside, because on the outside you automatically going to pass it. You can see I'm not ironing my article like this. I'm going towards the same direction. Whether I'm facing the iron box up or down, I'm continuously going towards the same direction. I'm not doing like this. It's not encouraged. So here we go. Trying to iron the top part, the front part, half front part of the article, of the shirt, rather. And remember, we've said you have to ensure that everything is straight on the ironing table, so that you don't crease the article on the other side. And as I iron this way, I'm ensuring I'm pressing the iron box down. So I'm moving gently, but at the same time I'm putting a bit of energy in ironing it, so that I am not here all the time, the entire time ironing only one shirt. Yeah, in a span of 1 hour, I should be able to iron quite a good number of shirts. Then, after finishing, that's the top part, I push it a bit ahead in order to iron the other half part, ensuring that I also don't crease this part that I have just ironed. So I iron the other half back side that was remaining. Very gently. My other hand should be free in order to keep adjusting and straightening the folded parts to avoid permanent creases on the article, because it's very easy when you do not move your hand. Make good use of your. I can't iron, for example, with the phone like this. I have to iron and with my full concentration, my entire 100% concentration. So I iron the other half side of the article, but before that I iron the inner part of the double part where the buttons are. I did the other part of the buttonholes, but I'm not scared, I'm neither worried, because I've already put it straight. So that part is ready, the article is ready for complete ironing. So here we go. I hope you are following. And remember, the most important thing is to pay attention. It is okay to put the iron box down in order to give a straight, because what happens to make your article, to make sure that your article is straight, you have to put the iron box down so as has to be able to reach all the corners, including the front part of the shoulder. If it was a blouse, it is ironed differently than the men. Why? Because of the many decorations and designs, I cannot be able to iron a blouse like this. But a shirt, yes. The reason why I am not dumping the article is because my iron box is steam iron, and it does the job quite well. Alternatively, I could sprinkle it with water. It has a way of sprinkling, but as it's in good working condition, I do not need to spray. Then I pull the article a bit away and iron the part that might have creased in my ironing. And that's your shirt, well ironed, without creases, and ready to wear. And you can't, for example, fold the shirt immediately. Why? Because it's going to get permanent lines, and usually they don't look so nice. So the best is to leave it to air a bit, and I'm going to put it on a hanger. Then hang it on a trolley here. Now look at that shirt. It is crease free. You like my job? Okay, bye bye.